I think the reason is why people have such a connection, like with like being on the water and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's because the horizon is just completely flat.
Yeah.
And there's no
just farted.
during.
I literally, that came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting that fart, but it happened.
This podcast contains some colourful language at times that possibly younger audiences will not want to hear, or even maybe your nan.
And if you are watching us on YouTube, then you might see that my muff,
Is
mic muff, is upside down. This is Roman Kemp, now known as Radio 4's Pick of the Week.
Oh, yes.
That's massive, Dan.
We were pick of the week on Radio 4.
I know, buzzing with
that. That is massive. Well, now, not just that. To my right, Tom Grennan, 5 Live presenter.
What do you mean?
You don't know that now? Now this podcast goes out on 5 Live.
No way.
Yeah, we were on 5 Live right now.
You kept that on a secret
It's not just a podcast. You're a radio host.
Hey, made it.
Yeah, because we did Paddy Kilsey's show the other week.
Yeah.
We were on that.
Yeah.
So now we go on after Paddy.
He loved us that much.
He loved us that much. Well, I don't know if he controls the scheduling, but nonetheless.
I'd like to think he does.
Yeah. Great audience that he's got.
Yeah.
And now they're coming straight here. So hello.
Hello,
Saturday morning audience, if you're listening to this as the 5 Live broadcast.
Roman, I've got a little gift for you, man. Because you've been banging on to me about what you love. And I've sat there with you and opened many.
Here we go.
Many a card.
Yeah.
These, my friend, are for you. And to trust me, I think these are going to be worth big money.
What is this?
Here we go. You can open them, put them in one of them sleeves. I'll sign it up for you as well.
What is this? A Tom Grennan card.
Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? Had them made up myself.
This is pretty cool, you know.
This is pretty cool.
That's really good quality.
It's good quality, isn't it?
That's
shiny as well.
When did you get these done?
I mean, that's a secret, man. That is a secret. But I've signed it up for you. You could put it on one of your plastic sleeves.
Yeah, but did you actually sign that, or is that a print?
No, I actually signed that there. That's originale.
What a lovely gift.
No problem, man.
I've got you niche.
Has it lost value now you've taken it out of that little plastic thing?
No. What I'm checking for here, right, is when you have like cards, sports cards or anything like that, you're checking for print lines.
Okay.
What that means is that like when they've printed your lovely face on this card, you then check to see when the printer has done it, has it left any scratches on the actual card, and it hasn't. And also you're looking at the edges. See this, you then grade a card, right? So you send it away to a company and they grade it out of 10 to work out the edges, to see how clean it is.
But there's so much work into cards.
Yeah. See the edge, top right, top left edges on this.
Yeah. A little bit.
I don't think that's getting a 10.
Really?
Don't think that's getting a 10.
What are you thinking? An 8?
8.
Really?
I think that's getting an 8. That's good.
I'll take it.
I'll take the 8.
Yeah, man. Sleeve them up anyway.
Yeah.
Keep them in a drawer, and you never know. One day they could be worth 50 quid.
You sat there and opened cards with me the other day.
I did. I actually got a buzz off him. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, you were bored.
I was.
You were bored.
Me and Wayne Rooney sat next to each other, opening cards. After the first card, I thought, not for me. Not for me. But I do get it though, man. If you pulled a card that is worth thousands of pounds, then it's worth your while.
Also, it's physical nostalgia.
Yeah, I hear that.
I've got a new WhatsApp group.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah,
it's me, Iain Stirling, Harley from Rizzle Kicks.
Harley's definitely in it because he rang me the other day. He's like, "Oh, he's Roman into like Pokemon cards." I was like, "I think so." Yeah.
Harley from Rizzle Kicks and Jack Mate.
Jack Mate's well into it, isn't he?
Yeah. And we all literally, like, it is the most used WhatsApp group that I have.
Really?
All cards, yeah.
Iain Stirling loves it as well. He actually, he posted the other day about Pokemon cards and how, like, in your 30s, it's really cool to like Pokemon.
Yeah, he literally texted me saying, please don't tell Laura Whitmore how much I'm spending. And
well, you just told her.
Well, no, she doesn't know the number.
Out there.
Yeah.
But it's a lot.
Well, I haven't got you a gift, but I did bring some stuff to the set.
Yeah, I did notice actually.
Batman figure.
Yeah.
But not any Batman figure. That's one of the first Batman figures I've ever had.
Is that yours?
There's a story.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's mine.
yeah.
So it's an action figure, right? That I had, and the reason why I've got that one is because I always said I would never lose that one ever again. Because when I was little, we went on holiday, and I used to take my toys on holiday. I don't know if you used to do that.
Yeah, of course.
I used to take my toys on holiday, right?
Yeah.
And then we went on the beach, and I had a Mr. Freeze action figure and a Batman figure, and Mr. Freeze was battling Batman on the beach.
Yeah.
And then Batman died, and then I buried Batman in the sand,
And the sea took him away.
and then I couldn't find him, and it was traumatizing, right? And literally, I still remember it.
Yeah.
I still remember my parents looking for it. I still,
no.
you know, like one of them, you know, where it's like it's gone.
Yeah, I had one of them same situations with Woody, man.
Yeah, gone
Oh, mate, gone.
in the sand.
Not in the sand, man. I left him at like I think it was like a McDonald's or something like that.
Yeah.
But he'd left.
Gone forever.
He'd
Exactly.
left.
So like I've buried Batman, and I've never got him back, and traumatization. And then got that one, Toys R Us, straight away when we got home, vowed never to lose it. So that's actually been in my house for forever. I do have something else to add to the set though.
Oh yeah?
The most talked about picture on Instagram.
Oh yeah? What's that? Hey.
A little couple's photo.
Love it, mate.
Well, because you've started wearing your women's t-shirts.
Yep.
And then
mate, a lot of people
we did a Who Wore It Better.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
thought that was Sam Thompson there.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does look like him now. Doesn't it? Stole my haircut. Stole my
He
haircut.
did. But everybody said that you suit the women's t-shirts.
Did they?
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
Really? Because
No.
in the poll, it was 21% me.
Really?
Yeah, the rest of it was you. So I don't. Yeah, when we asked who wore it better, it was it. Yeah, I've not worn that well.
I'm glad you got it framed up because I like the picture.
Yeah, it's a nice picture.
Yeah, it is.
Thomas, it is time for the big question. Yeah, it needs a little
I
drum.
like that, innit?
Yeah, it needs a little something there.
Yeah, I like that.
A little intro.
Yeah.
No, so I've been thinking about this.
Mm-hmm.
What we should use as the big question.
Yeah.
Therapy.
Oof.
Do you do it?
Yep.
What type of therapy do you like? Now, the reason I ask this, I'll just quickly, the reason I ask this is because more and more lads that I know like are kind of getting into it now.
Yeah.
And then more doing it.
Yeah.
At the minute, it's so hard to see a therapist or like get time to, actually get on waiting lists, etc.
Yeah.
But the people that do it, they love it.
Yeah. I'm in therapy right now, bro.
Now?
Yeah.
How many times a week?
I try to do it at least once a week.
Yeah.
And if I can, then two a week.
But are you one of those people that you want it all the time?
No. I feel like there's moments where I'm like, I need it now.
Why do you need it now?
Just because I've had a lot going on. I think there's a space in my mind where I'm like, I feel like, what's the word where you feel like you're doing something but you're not meant to be there? What's that?
Imposter syndrome.
Yeah, that imposter syndrome thing has crept in. I think anxiety for me has crept in a lot. And not only that, my mind's pretty mental anyway. And for me, therapy is very much a place where I can put things back into their boxes and make sense of them. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's important for me just to have somebody who has no opinion on who I am and what I do. It's just a chat with somebody who goes, right, let's try and figure out why you're thinking about this. For example, the imposter syndrome. Why?
So why are you thinking like that?
I don't know. That's why I'm in therapy.
You don't know?
No, I don't know.
Is it like you when you're on stage and that, like you feel like you got all those people there and you kind of feel like you don't understand why they're all there for you, or
it's more the sense of like, why is this happening to me? Do you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, like I'm not on like this mad crazy scale of like fame or even my music, or it's nothing to do with that. It's more just about like life in general, isn't it? Like, why is this all happening to me, and
Because you're in the Matrix,
and
mate,
what's it?
and it's not
Yeah.
real. None of
Don't
us are
freak me
real.
out, bro. Don't start spinning me out. Don't start spinning me out, man. And then obviously like anxiety, I think just day-to-day anxiety, like every human being has it, you know what I mean?
Mate. Yeah.
And then, like I say, just putting things back into boxes. And I think for my mind, it's important because if I didn't have that, then I would just start falling apart, I reckon, man.
Have you tried? I don't think you'd fall apart. I don't think you'd fall apart, but I think it's great.
Mentally, I would, mate. Trust me.
Do you think?
Yeah, definitely, mate.
I think the most important thing about it is that, like, have you tried like different types of therapy?
I have, yeah.
Have you ever done like
Done hypnotherapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad. Did you have the headphones on?
No, actually,
I've done hypnotherapy where you have headphones on.
Yeah,
and
any
it's
good?
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Mate, I actually went under, mate.
Yeah, of
I
course
was
you do.
boom,
Yeah.
chin on chest. I was
Yeah.
gone, but I was in the room still. It was amazing, man.
Yeah.
At the moment, I'm just kind of doing like talking therapy.
What happened in the hypnotherapy? I've got to ask.
Well, it was more like the sense of like, mate, at the point where I went into hypnotherapy was like where I needed to like have a place where if the storm was getting too much, if the cloud was over my head, and I could like go straight. I always like pictured myself on a beach, and this lovely lady, she transported me to my favorite beach in Greece, and where I feel like calm and I feel like connected to, like, I love the ocean, man.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah.
I really do feel connection to the ocean, and it was that place where she put me, and I was there, mate. I was there. I could feel the wind on my face. I could hear the birds. I could hear the ocean, and it was amazing, man.
Do you know why? I did some research into it, right? Because I always say the same thing. I say the happiest place for me on the planet is when I'm on the water.
Yeah.
Like, in the sense of like, if I'm on like a small boat.
Yeah.
And you're just on a water, it's because
You're usually on yachts, sorry, man.
It's because
Sorry.
Is it what?
I said you're usually on yachts.
Yeah, I am on yachts. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but like, you know when it's like, I think the reason is why people have such a connection like with like being on the water and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's because the horizon is just completely flat.
Yeah.
And there's no
just farted.
You know, during
I literally, that came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting that fart, but it happened. Horizons.
No, like I'm saying that, like, when you're on the water, you can't say there's no other world.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean though? Like it is. There's no other world. It's just flat, and then you've got like nothing around you, so it just ends up feeling like you got no pressures.
Yeah, man. I was out in Spain. I went to my mate's wedding, and he got married by the ocean, right? And I looked out, and the endless space, man.
Yeah, but you feel free.
You feel free.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
But that's where she
took you back to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had like, I'm quite funny with therapy. Like, I've got my therapist that I really like.
Yeah.
That I've got like a person that knows more about me than anyone.
Yeah.
Like, which is a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's really strange.
Yeah.
Like, knows more about me than, you know, I think a lot of, even my mum and dad maybe.
Yeah. Oh, mate, me too, mate. I've literally like put everything out on the table. Like, this is who I am.
Yeah. And I like some of the stuff that I come out with, I think when I do that is amazing, because I think guys in particular have a view of what therapy is, and I think they think that you go in a room, it's really intense, person's sat there with a clipboard, and you're lying on this long chair like that, and it's not like that at all. And it's literally you go in, you have a conversation with someone that is really welcoming and just listens to everything you say, and it's like you've got a knot in your shoelaces, and you just both sit there and you untie that.
Exactly.
And make it straight again, and just be like, no, you always had it like this, but you were just a bit tangled, and you just need to realize how it should look.
Exactly.
And how you get from A to B, you know, and figure out what the problem is. But that person never actually does that. It's always you.
Exactly. That's what it's what I mean by the boxes. It's been able to navigate yourself through all the messiness, all the untidiness, and go, oh, that belongs there, that belongs there, and you put it all away, and you go, I feel cleansed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You know when you're little and you got like the shapes.
Yeah.
You like you
put them in the thing.
Triangle goes in the triangle.
Yeah.
But it's like having an adult next to you going, okay, this is the triangle one. Where do you think that goes? And then you go, oh yeah, it goes in there. That's what it's like. It's not like, oh, what's this ink chart? What does this look like? Because that's what I think a lot of blokes think is like that, and they're scared 100%. Of it. They're really scared of it, and it's not that at all. I only ever use it, when I feel like I need it.
Yeah, me too.
For me, it's one of those things that you have to try at one point in your life.
Definitely, man.
I've had mates who were terrified of it. Yeah, like really scared of it.
I was terrified of it.
Why were you scared of it?
I think because you're opening up to a stranger.
Yeah, but surely that's the easy part.
Yeah, but when you're there, yes, but before you go, you're like, oh my God, who am I meeting? And what they're going to think of me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's it. Yeah, but they're not even talking.
No.
That's the thing. The therapist doesn't even talk. They just kind of sit there and go, all right, why do you think that is?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Yeah.
Literally, that's the most
no
they say
opinion.
is that zero opinion. And that's why, like, and I've always, we've had this conversation about, like, mental health and, like, you can't tell people what to do and blah, blah, blah. And, like, not everything's right for everyone. I will 100% hands down say for both men and women, you 100% should try therapy at one point in your life.
Definitely.
Like at some point in your life, even if you're a massive, I would love it more if a bloke's listening to this and they're like, therapy's a load of bollocks.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't care if you come out and still say, oh, that was a load of rubbish. Yeah. Like, don't, because I genuinely think that, like, test it.
Yeah.
And see. And because I think that ability to have self-reflection and just, as you say, like, it's like, it's no different to when you clean your house out.
Exactly. That's why I love it. That's exactly.
And you can't, and then that night you look at your bed and it's all fresh
sheets, mate.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. The second you leave, it's fresh sheets.
Yeah.
I'm Vic Hope, and I'll be chatting to two of football's most iconic friends, Ella Toone and Alessia Russo. Woo! We talk about life on and off the pitch, what makes them tick, and also some of the weirder habits that you would not know unless you listen to us all here on BBC Sounds. So head there now. We'll see you there.
One of my favourite parts of this show, mate, is swapping calendars, because I like to see what you're up to. I like to see what you're doing, mate.
It's weird.
I know you do, but I love it.
Weird. You text me saying, why are you doing this?
I know.
I'm like, well, how do you know that? I know. Well, I'm looking at your calendar right now.
But you did something cool.
What's that?
You went to see Beyoncé.
Yes. Bucket list thing, this.
Yeah. Did you wear a cowboy hat?
I didn't.
Liar.
I didn't.
I should have.
Boots? No. I'm going to get a lot of hate for this.
Did you twist
the mustache?
The mustache?
No. I'm going to get a lot of hate.
Why? Didn't like it?
Didn't like it.
Why?
I was disappointed.
Did she mime?
Absolutely did not mime.
No.
Unbelievable voice.
Yeah.
As a performer, unbelievable.
Yeah. Was there too many dancers?
No, mate. I would have preferred more dance. Like, I didn't realise going into this gig that it was going to be so just her recent album.
So there's no, like, old hits?
For an hour, I didn't know any songs.
Right.
And then she did the old songs for 45 seconds.
Right.
She did Single Ladies for 45 seconds. I was ready to stand up there. I was ready to do that, right?
Yeah.
None of that.
Right.
Didn't get any of that.
Gutted.
Also, no Destiny's Child songs.
Really?
I understand that she hasn't got the others there, but...
Are you a massive Beyoncé fan, though?
No, but
But you want the hits.
I put... Beyonce's in the same realm as Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
But, like, I think in terms of, like, performers that you have to see, like, at some point in your life, like, she, like... I'm gutted that I never got to see Michael Jackson.
Me too.
Like, do you know what I mean? I was going to go to that tour that he was going to do.
Yeah.
In London.
Yeah.
And I'm gutted that I never got to see people like Michael Jackson, Prince, yeah, and
Amy Winehouse for me. Gutted I never saw her.
Really?
Yes.
For me, Nirvana.
Yeah, I hear
that would have been like, I just wanted to see that.
Yeah.
But Beyonce, it was like I went. And I'll be honest, I don't think the crowd enjoyed it that much.
I was going to ask, were the crowd a bit like you?
Yeah.
Pissed that they didn't.
Well, I just think for an hour it was a bit flat.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like the medley happened
Yeah.
with all of the best, you know, If I Were a Boy and like all those types of songs and blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't, like, she didn't do...
I saw it on everybody's socials, man.
She didn't do Halo.
What?
No.
That's my favourite Beyonce song.
Didn't do Halo. Who wrote that?
Gab.
Ryan Tedder.
Oh, he did actually. Yeah, he
Ryan
did.
Tedder.
Mate, at that point, Ryan Tedder had, and if people don't know who Ryan Tedder is, he's a
The
massive
singer of One Republic, the band.
Yeah, exactly. But he had like 4 hits at the same time.
Yeah,
Like,
unbelievable.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm
but
watching.
went to Spurs Stadium, which
Good atmosphere there. And coming from an arse, like, just
the stadium.
forget the teams.
The stadium's amazing, but again, I just thought it was a bit flat.
Really?
Best part of it is she flies around the stadium in a car,
Sick.
and that is cool.
It's like
It was
Ron
cool.
Weasley.
Yeah, no, literally, it was like that. It
Yeah.
was like Ron Weasley, right?
Nice.
And it, you know, all it was missing was the, you know, weeping willow tree and all that stuff. But the actual spectacle was good. I just expected more, and I was also a bit gutted that, like, I don't know. I think she's kind of done with the dancing bit.
Yeah.
She's done with the dancing
Done
bit.
with it.
Well, her daughters do it
I know, I've seen.
in the show.
Yeah, yeah.
They're well impressive. Like, do you know what I mean? She goes
Yeah.
like 14.
Yeah, yeah.
And like really impressive. But again, why do you do it? Why do you do it? Why do artists do it?
Do what?
Just play the new stuff.
Oh, right, yeah, no, I hear you. I'm actually going on tour and I've had the same conversation with...
Can I tell you how to do it?
Go on then.
Just give me something every 2.
Yeah, yeah, that's how I would do it.
Give me something every 2. Your diary's pretty full though.
Yes.
Promo.
Non-stop.
What an industry word that is.
Yeah, promo. There's
What
few
does
words.
promo mean? What does it involve? Because obviously you're going to Ireland
Yeah.
to do promo.
Yeah. It's promoting
Yeah.
my new album.
Yeah.
So I'm going to like radio stations.
Yeah.
I'm going to press. I'm
Yeah.
going to
When you that's
TV.
it. When you're going to press,
yeah.
what is it, a building that says press and you go in there, or
Yeah,
do
it's
you
like
go and meet
the
people,
Irish
or-
Independent.
Right.
And
Okay.
I'm going to like into the offices and having like interview after interview, like loads of different people from different newspapers or different blogs or different social media.
Yeah.
things now.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you like it or no?
do I like it? I have a
Would you prefer
relationship
doing that
with it.
or gig?
Oh, mate, come on. Gig, obviously. Like, talking about yourself day in, day out
Yeah.
is draining.
When you used to come in, when you used to come in Capital, you'd be like, "Oh, what do you think of the new album? Yeah, great, mate.
And I never asked you that.
Great. I
No,
haven't listened to it.
No, I know you haven't.
I haven't listened to it.
I know you haven't.
Like, I never do.
I know.
Got no time, mate. Well,
I
I'm
hear
supposed to
you.
listen to every art. Do you know
hear
what I
you.
mean?
But your question to do I like promo? Man, I think, like I say, love, hate. I love being able to speak about making the album, and I love being able to like say I'm very proud of it.
Yeah.
But then it does get relentless.
Yeah. I understand that.
But I'm happy to going back to Ireland though.
I was gonna say, because like for you, does that feel a little bit like home? I know it sounds ridiculous.
It doesn't
but
sound ridiculous, but yeah, it does for sure. Mate, I saw Ed Sheeran getting beasted online the other day about
saying he was Irish.
yeah, and it
But he-
annoyed me.
But his family are Irish.
Yeah, it annoyed me. Like, I believe, and he said something that resonated with me. Like, even though I was born in England,
Yeah.
like my roots
Yeah.
and my heritage and my culture is definitely Irish,
Yeah.
and I'm very proud of that. And I've grown up in and around my own family, and that's who I am.
You're one of very few people that, you know, when everyone got their Irish passports at COVID,
Yeah,
I think you're one of very few people that you can genuinely say, well, I have an Irish passport.
Yeah.
And you have
mate. I'm telling you right now.
you have the right to have an Irish passport.
Yeah, but that Irish.
If you haven't got like my great nan's sister,
No,
like thing.
exactly. Yeah, but that Irish passport, hands down, is the best thing I've ever done when
Why?
it comes to airports. Mate, it's the cheat code, man.
Is it that
Mate,
much faster?
You're joking? I went to Spain,
Yeah.
last week,
Yeah.
and you get to Spain,
Yeah.
and you have an English, like British queue,
Yeah.
that I'm not even gonna lie was about 2 hours long, and I had this Irish passport, and I heard someone go, I heard someone go, has he got a special famous passport or something like that? Yeah, and I looked past and I went, yeah, baby, like that, and mate, I was straight through crew. It was unbelievable, and yeah, I think it's the best thing I've ever done.
Just call it the famous passport.
The famous passport, yeah.
Obviously, you got your Irish passport,
Yeah.
so you must know a lot about Ireland. So a citizenship test would be quite a good thing to do.
Go on then.
And who best to give you a citizenship test than your own father?
No way did you ring him up.
Your dad's got a couple of questions for you.
Go on then.
And got some answers. Ready for your first question?
I'm ready.
You got to do him proud here.
Come on.
Right.
Right, boys. Imagine you're in Gav's Inn in Ballycumber, ordering a pint of Guinness, and the next thing you want a packet of crisps.
Yeah.
What crisps would you get?
Of course, you must know that.
Yeah.
too. Yeah. Teos.
Teos.
Yeah.
Your dad is the most Irish person I've ever met.
He's right, boys.
Mate, I'm not joking. Like,
He's so Irish.
he could have been Father Ted.
Oh, mate, he's definitely Father Ted.
The answer, what I'd be looking for, is potato crisps.
There you go.
Exactly.
It's so
It's
good.
like a cartoon character. Right. Ready? Next one.
You're a few pints in now at this stage, and your man says, I'm going to the Jacks. Where is he heading for?
You know this too.
Bathroom.
Yeah, he's going to the bathroom, but
Yeah.
he's going to the toilet, yeah.
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 What I'm looking for, boys, is he's heading to the toilet.
Yeah. Going to the Jacks there.
I'm looking, boys, for a river running through Dublin. Can you give me the name of it?
No chance.
No chance.
Actually, I should know this. I
No,
should know
I
this.
barely know what the river from
How do you not
London's
know
called.
that?
I bet my
Really?
dad doesn't even know that.
Well, let's hear.
The
My mum told
answer
me.
what I'd be
My
looking
mum
for
told me. Go on.
is the Liffey.
The Liffey. My dad didn't know that. My mum would have told him.
Also, the way he says that.
The answer what I'd be looking for is the Liffey.
The Liffey.
Right.
What are you meant to do when you find the Blarney Stone?
You
The
what?
Blarney Stone.
Rub it for good luck?
I would say rub it for good luck, or I don't know.
Or is it in the word for another thing?
Blarney Stone. I'd say rub it for good luck.
Give it a kiss.
I'll give it a kiss. Give it a kiss.
So that's the answer for everything, is it?
Yeah.
Give it a kiss. What county is Barry Nash from, and what is his sport?
Ooh, do you know who Barry Nash is? Are you into Irish sports?
No, mate. Oh, well, I can now guess.
What?
Gaelic football?
No.
What is it? Hurling.
Hurling. Do you know that hurling is the
Hurling.
fastest grass sport in the world, and one of the most brutal as well? But
Yeah.
Barry Nash is a man who, he's from Limerick, and I think they've won the All Ireland final like 5 or 6
What,
times.
you watch hurling?
Yeah, mate, it's sick.
You watch it?
I watch hurling, watch a bit of Gaelic as well. Yeah,
What, does your dad like it?
yeah.
What does he prefer?
I think he prefers the hurling to be honest. But
I've got a stick at home.
yeah.
Like,
A
they
hurl.
go, yeah.
Yeah,
It's called a hurl.
it's called a hurl. Yeah.
Limerick is what I'm looking for. Hurling is what he's famous for, and he's a powerful bit of stuff.
Wait, what? Did he just call him?
Limerick is what I'm looking for. Hurling is what he's famous for, and he's a powerful bit of stuff.
Powerful bit of stuff.
I thought he said Baristoff. Are you ready, right? Last one. You're doing all right so far.
Yeah.
This one is John Wayne. Had a film in Ireland
Film.
in Kong. What was the name of the film?
Film.
John Wayne. You know who John Wayne is?
Yeah, he's not Irish though, is he?
No, he's not Irish, but he had a film in Ireland.
Film in Ireland, yeah. Called in County Kong. Don't know.
Kong is the county.
Don't know. Donkey Kong.
And the name what we're looking for is The Quiet Man.
The Quiet Man. I've never seen it.
Does he like him? John Wayne.
I've never heard my dad talk about John Wayne.
Oh, well then, who's your dad like?
You're gonna laugh.
Go on.
His favourite actor
Yeah.
in the world.
Yeah.
You go, Dad, who's your favourite actor? Liam Neeson.
Good actor, to be fair.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Loves him.
Good actor, to be fair.
Loves him.
Very, very particular set of skills. I think you passed.
I'll take it, man.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
weren't
yeah.
Very Irish questions, but
No, the John Wayne one's a bit rogue. At the
Yeah,
end there.
rogue.
But I think you got the basics.
yeah,
I still need to know what a stone is.
mate.
What?
You've had a voice note from my dad.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to your dad.
What, you want a dad quiz?
Little dad quiz, yeah.
Dad quiz. Have a
Yeah.
think what you want it to be about.
All right, I will do.
Yeah. Do you want to know some real tech news?
Go on.
Like this is going to blow your mind, right?
Techie.
Real techie.
Yeah.
We're on something called email.
Oh,
now.
no way.
I know. Email we're on. Youabout at bbc.co.uk.
Love it.
And already people have found it and started to send in
That's how
emails.
famous we are, mate. To hear them,
Yeah.
go to the bonus episode
Yeah.
and we'll read a few out and see how they're sounding.
Yeah, let's do that. So I mean, yeah, now we're open to this email, I think they call it. Send us one of them and with a question or what do you prefer, questions or stories?
Stories, man. I feel like questions are just going to be about us two, maybe your dad.
My dad, how long he takes in the shower and stuff like that.
Yeah, things like that. So
Yeah.
stories would be better. Don't get me wrong. If questions come in,
Yeah.
we'll definitely answer them.
Yeah. And,
But-
and remember to find your favourite Tom Grennan song and ask him what it's about.
Exactly.
Have you got the outro down to a T now?
I think so.
Go on, give it.
Make sure
Yeah.
you get your podcasts.
Yeah. No.
No,
All right, you got the outro.
probably not.
Go on, try it.
Make sure. No, I don't have it. I actually don't have it. No. Make sure you. Oh, I've got it. Make sure you follow us
Yeah.
wherever you get your podcasts,
Yeah.
and
Including.
including BBC Sounds.
There you go.
Yes, getting better.